Welcome back, Everyday Business Leaders. I'm Melanie Ake, your host for today's show, coming to you from JP the Geek Studio right here in Greenwood, Indiana. I am thrilled to have you with us today. We have a returning guest, Eric Saunders from Big Brothers Big Sisters. So I can't wait for you to hear what's going on with him and the community. So stay tuned because we're going to give you some dates. So you really need to get out your journals and write all of this information down. Remember, we are connecting and celebrating remarkable business leaders from our very own community. They're all helping us redefine the way we think and grow. Now remember, subscribe to our channel and turn the notifications on because you don't want to miss any of our episodes. Here we go. Let's meet Eric. Hi, Eric.
Hi.
I am so excited to have you back.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
And, glad to, be able to call on folks to come back and that we're still moving and still progressing forward. So.
Yes. Big Brothers and Big Sisters. You guys did a bunch of stuff with Leadership Johnson County.
Yes.
Megan Rydesdale. You guys had a really huge event promotion, things that happened for that term for Leadership Johnson County. But we brought you back because it's not just about one event.
No, it's about, even with that, how do we build a long-lasting relationship and connection? As I stated last time, we're still a one-to-one mentoring organization. We still serve Marion County, Johnson County, Hamilton County. We got agencies all over the country. But having those agencies and connecting with community is two different things. And so we got kids that still need to be served, and we know people want to connect and come out and just network with one another. So next Friday is actually our Coffee Collab and Convo.
August the 30th.
August the 30th.
Yes.
Yes, at the Community Church of Greenwood. And we're going to be there for about an hour and a half. And it gives opportunity, people say, you can never have enough coffee. Right. And so we're coffee, working on donuts. Is it donuts or bagels? Bagels? Donuts. I apologize if I told anyone bagels.
Yeah. Donuts, more sugar.
I only came for the bagels.
Come on.
No, so.
Make sure you have the jelly filled.
The jelly.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Okay.
Okay, got that. But no, we actually have, we have a big brother who's actually a member of that church, Rick, and who's going to be joining us, talking about his experience and his involvement with being a big in our program, but also, again, being in the community. This kind of reminds me, like a lot of folks out here that might say, I don't have time, or, and you trust, we get that. But again, we want to connect. And so sometimes being the mentor, of course we want you to be, because it's such a rewarding experience, is our main objective. But if we're not able to connect in that fashion, then how are we able to maybe connect in other ways? We're living in the time of collaboration, and we're, learning how to work together. And being as a nonprofit and mentoring organization, I think a lot of people might consider us, hey, how do I do this? How do I connect? So let's sit down, let's have some coffee, and we'll just start there. First, just kind of seeing if this is an organization that aligns with your values and makes sense for you as well. So.
I think a lot of people may think at a point in their life, right, when they had a mentor, it might have been a teacher, might have been a neighbor, it might have been a parent, might have been an uncle or aunt. But I think what Big Sisters, Big Brothers provides is that access to somebody else, right? It's that extra support that maybe families are really challenged right now with people that are having to work multiple jobs, people that have different schedules. There's a lot of Amazon shifts that are created that people are picking up that are like, they still have kids at home.
Yeah.
So
it's many different variables. And I'm glad you brought that up, because I think sometimes there's this notion that people already peg, this is this kid, they're in trouble. A lot of the kids are not in trouble. A lot of the kids in the program, so they are not, so they don't get in trouble or make that one decision that's life altering for themselves or maybe someone else. But that can be the notion, but that's not always the case. Like I said, mom could be working 2 jobs. Come on now, we see the inflation and everything that's going on. Dad may be around, dad may not be around. Mom may be around, mom may not be around. The kid might stay with his grandmother. Auntie. situations happen, you know, that put kids in very vulnerable situations that they didn't ask for it. But we tend to kind of forget that we used to be kids as well. And we're going to be an adult. We're going to be adults a lot longer than we are going to be kids. And so, but right now in Johnson County, we have about 81 kids that are currently waiting. We serve Marion and Hamilton as well. So we're a little north than 1,000 children that are waiting for a mentor. But 81 are here in Johnson County, with about 70% being those young men. Now, we serve 72 matches. And so when I say match, the big brother, the mentor, big sister, little, we refer to them as bigs and littles. You know, we match them together, similar likes, dislikes, and we try to focus on proximity. I'm just going to keep it 100. It's a great commute in Indianapolis, but it's a good 45 minutes from an hour from Johnson County to Hamilton County. And so we try to match you with a young person in proximity to you, so that way you can emphasize on things right there in the community and it's not a hassle. But we're aiming, we want to serve more kids, but we can't do that if we can't. We need more mentors. We need folks to see how we can sign up, and let's even get in front of you. That's why we're here today. Even if it's signing up for a presentation, signing up to say, hey, Eric, you know what, I'm watching this. How can we collaborate? Right.
So I'm watching this right now and I say, hey, I want to serve. I want to be a person that becomes a mentor. I want to find out about it. Not only, we have a video that Joe's going to play here in just a second, but I want you to just, we're going to be able to talk about that on Friday too, on the 30th, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
Joe, can you pull up the video for us real quick?
Roll that beautiful footage, Joe.
Yeah. Don't make us laugh.
Coming out on you, Mel, then I'll go to Eric.
Okay. Okay, it takes so little to be a big.
Yep.
So what do we do? What do we do right now?
That's it, man. Like if you watch that, that's what I'm saying. It's fun. It's an experience. And it's a great experience for the little. It's a great experience as a mentor. They hang out about 2 to 3 times a month. 4 to 6 hours. So 4 to 6 hours, I don't have the time. I say, do stuff that you're probably going to do anyway. Eat and exercise.
Go to the grocery store.
Go to the grocery store. Some people are like, okay, listen. I know you're eating.
Yeah.
But if there's ways that you guys can connect and just do something, it can be an event. Then as an agency, we provide low-cost, no-cost activities. It's football season, so we tend to get tickets sometimes to the Coast game, or if there's a high school game. You know, there's some way to engage in the community in some form or fashion. So we ask for a 12-month commitment. And in that 12 months, after that, if the match says, hey, we want to keep going, we'll even have we'll host a party, an anniversary party for that match. But if they want to stop, they can stop. You know, but if they keep going, then we'll keep going. We'll supervise it. So that 12 months, a lot of time turns into 8 years. And what that means, like this last year, we were able to see about 80 matches graduate from our program. We were able to award scholarship money, and then as a kid, you know, they get older, so you're not going to do the same activities when the little 17, when they were 11. They're getting older. They might call you. You might call them on Saturday. You want to, you know, do this. No, I got a job now, or I'm playing on the football team. But go support. You know, and then you just kind of grow. And I'm saying this. I've been involved with Big Brother since 2008. Yes, I know if you're watching, my it doesn't seem that way.
You were in diapers back then.
But in that time, I've been a big brother. I've incorporated and asked other people to be big brothers, and they've joined as board members. A lot of people have just really bought in because you see it really does take a little to be big, and it's a great connection. It's a great opportunity to impact the life of a child for the better, And so again, we don't create the potential in any of the kids that you see, but we are here to, defend it and ignite it, and so empower that potential because, again, there's a lot that's happening. This is a great opportunity to just kind of ensure that the future looks brighter. One less kid that falls to the wayside, but actually is picked up, met where they're at, so they can just grow into the adult that we want to see them become.
And many times you learn a lesson bigger than that,
Yes.
right?
Oh my goodness, yes. And I mean, you think about it. We're post-COVID, right? I know we were just talking about that, but what that also meant was, a lot of people get down and do this a lot. And stay at home a lot and stay isolated and just need that connection, just that societal connection, just kind of tap out and just tune in to this human connection again.
So tell me, is there a certain age that you have to, you can't be any older than?
19.
19?
We want you to be 19,
right.
But 19 until you're still able.
Yeah.
Some people walk away.
So grandparents.
I've had grandparents, I want to assume, but somebody, walk away like, well, I'm too old, and then walk away real fast. I was like, well, how you not too old to walk away real fast? But you're not too old. If you're not too young, well, 19 years of age.
Yeah.
We do the background check, we interview you, we ask for references, and then we provide a really great training. But then we have ongoing support. So that's the part I think a lot of people don't, tend to not see from the outside in, is that you have support from an agency, someone that will be assigned to you, that you actually get to know, not just, like a marketing call or something like that. This is a person that really is in the best interest for that match to ensure child safety and ensure that you're growing as a mentor and making sure you guys are being productive. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many people that say, oh, I've got extended time. Like I don't have to travel. I get to work from home now. So I've got extra time in my schedule. Now, maybe they're using that to be on their phone and play games or be on social media.
Right. Look, it documents those
things. Document it.
Right.
But here's the thing, right? You can teach somebody else some special skill.
Yeah.
Like even if it's just...
Hi, I'm Melanie Ake, founder of Everyday Leaders. And I'm excited to share with you a new training resource for your team called the Leadership Game. The Leadership Game is a tool. It's administered exclusively by John Maxwell team members. And when you bring this assessment tool in to lead your organization, it shows you the current level of your leadership and gives you tangible and actionable results to move forward. So don't delay. Get in the game, the Leadership Game, exclusively from Everyday Leaders.
Taking a walk.
Yeah.
Right? Going to the park, doing things that you enjoy. I think that's the key. We just want to be heard today. Yeah. Kids want to be heard just like adults. Yeah. If adults are struggling with something, maybe it's the time to get a match.
Absolutely.
Right?
Look, don't give me the storytelling in this bad boy. I had a little brother in my caseload one time, and he just excelled. I mean, he started off just goofy clowning and everything, but then he got to a point where on the basketball team, got accepted for college, going to college. He get two calls 1 week from his big brother, a good friend of mine, and he told me that his mother passed away, the big brother, his mother passed away. And I was like, Then I get another call 2 days later from that big brother, said, hey, my little's in the hospital. He's in a coma. And I'm just like, man, what's going on? He had sickle cell. And when he had come out of that coma, I went to go visit and ask that same silly question we ask people in the hospital, how you doing? And he came to, he's already up. He said, I'm fine, I'm better. But I just got off the phone. I wanted to check on my big brother to make sure that he was doing okay with the loss of his mother. And I thought those were some of the first words he had said coming out of a coma, just to check on somebody else, an adult for that matter, was able to like see growth happen in real time and maturity happen in real time. That young man, that was a time ago. He went on to college, graduated. He plays the same fraternity that I'm in, the same as his big brother, and and it's traveling and making his mom proud for the most part.
That's so cool.
So and that big brother, like I said, he was married, he had kids, he had a job. We have that option, but we also have that big couple option in case this is something that you might want to do with your spouse of 2 years or more, or a big friends option if you and your best friend, brother, or co-worker, you want to be matched with the same little. We've been doing that as well, just so we can help again get more kids served. So
that's so cool. Yeah. So what about the kids in need? Like how, there's so many services, but identifying like if there's a problem, if they identify a problem, the resources that we have in the community to be able to help. I think that's so important. Just having that person in their life that says they may not tell anybody else what's going on, but they can get connected and really feel secure with that relationship.
That's safe place is a word that I've been hearing a lot lately. Empathy is a word that I've been hearing a lot lately, and even with the kids that have not been matched in the one-to-one capacity, we have a youth empowerment manager who used to be a little brother, who's now a big brother, and he actually we work with partners to create a group mentor so that those kids aren't just like, I'm just waiting for my big brother, but you still get an opportunity to connect. We make sure that those families have resources. If they want to reach out to it, we interview. So we still want to make sure that we're being a resourceful organization to those, even if we're not serving in that capacity that we're designed to in real time. I feel like there's still things going on in families, and just again having moments to engage are very helpful to youth that are waiting to be matched in that one-to-one.
So on the 30th, what are we going to see happen on the 30th?
Well,
coffee, donut. We're going to have coffee,
donuts. I'm probably going to wear white pants and no socks and my friend's fancy polo. But I'm like I said, the host. I love these opportunities. Coffee Collab and Convo. This is not our first one. This is our first one doing it in Johnson County.
Okay.
So I know Johnson County is a county that does not like to be left out, and I think a little twang just came out there. Down Johnson County.
Johnson County.
I love it.
But you know what? People in this community, they do show up to serve.
They show up. I've been coming. So Leadership Johnson County, shout out to them. Shout out to United Way. Has just been very helpful in just having activities, having events. And I've really had a chance to meet people. So shout out to my friends over at Aspire. I give those shout outs because I can put a person with the organization. A kind person, a genuine person. I got a lot of great things said about some of the folks that I've met here in Johnson County. So that's why I want to see how we can really sit down and engage, because again, those 80 kids are right here, in the community. We have kids that we are currently serving, but there are more. And I know if we can just say, let's just put our heads together and let's figure this thing out. 81, I think we can knock that out in one day.
Oh yeah.
That one day can be next Friday.
Yeah.
So for
go.
anyone coming, what I'm saying, if 80 people show up, great. That just means we're gonna do the little half Dixie cups of coffee instead of
everybody that comes in gets matched, right?
Right. Split that donut up in half, brother. We're gonna have to share that.
That jelly might spill out, but
Right, but no, I mean, the more the merrier, and that way you can engage. You can hear from people that are involved, just like you. That care about the community, that care about family, care about time. So man, it's gonna be we just want more folks to show and enjoy that time.
Just come find out about it.
Yeah,
right?
just come find out.
Yeah,
come
bring a friend.
Yep. And so I'll actually be at the Community Church of Greenwood this Sunday. They're not gonna let me get in the pool pit.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I'll at least be out there sharing information with members of that congregation. And if you're a congregation hearing this right now, feel free to invite and tell members of your congregation or organization to come on by. So,
that's awesome. Okay, so after Friday, the 30th.
Oh, yeah.
Then what? You guys always have stuff going on, but
really,
tell me about what else is happening. So if people say, hey, it's Labor Day weekend, I'm getting ready to go out of town, like I can't catch it. What can we do to really get involved next?
Okay, let's go to www.bebigforkids.org. Woo. That's our website. We got our Global Day of Service coming up in September, where we are trying to distribute yard signs by 675. Okay, let's go with 800. I like 800.
Kayla's right back over here. You can't see her.
So, yes, I'm here joined with Kaylee, our volunteer and outreach coordinator, just joined the team and just jumping in, really helping pushing these efforts. So that yard signs you're already probably going to see a lot of red and blue yard signs coming up this season. So look for that black and green yard sign that it says it takes little to be big. So we want to get those. So if you want to sign up, you can go to our website, right, and then you can fill that out. And we'll have we've partnered with Eli Lilly in the past to distribute those yard signs. So it won't be just some random folks, but folks that we've been working with, and they'll distribute that yard sign to you now. After that, we then, the same night, oh my goodness, September 26th, Big Brothers Big Sisters is going to be hopping all over the city. I'm just saying, get with us now. I mean, you can get with us later, but get with us now because on September the 26th, we actually will have the main event, which is our year staple fundraising event, where this year our keynote speaker is none other than, I wish I had a football. Do you have a football? Fake football. There you go.
Yeah.
Super Bowl champion, wide receiver, legend, Hall of Famer Reggie Wayne is going to be our keynote speaker, and I'm able to co-host with. I have a little brother that we co-host together the main event at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Wow.
And so again, that experience, like, Eric, what do you do? Like, man, I'm able to talk at Lucas Oil Stadium with the little brother, right? And maybe even little sister. We're going to see how this works. But they're going to get on that stage, and the reward is not for me, you know what I'm saying? The reward is seeing them having this opportunity to say, you know what, I might want to do this. Mm-hmm. I'm watching somebody develop confidence right there. Then and there. I didn't think I was going to go that direction when I was telling you about the event, but it's just such a special moment for us because we've grown and we've partnered. Indianapolis Indians, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, now coming to Lucas Oil, just really cool to see how our city has been supportive. Those big names have been supportive in this effort. And so that's so if you're a company or a corporation looking to sponsor a table, you know how it goes. I'll see you at the golf classics down here. you know what's happening. But to be there, what kind of time and dedication Reggie Wayne has dedicated to the city. So we want you in the building on September the 26th. So come on and join us. We got the raffles and all those things. Man, it's gonna be a great time.
Give us that website again.
www.bebigforkids.org.
Yes, that's awesome.
That's my radio voice.
There you go. I love it.
So,
well, but here's the thing, right? Right now, in the next 30 days, people can get involved in a big way.
Yes.
In a big way. So you can sign up, you can register, you can decide to find out more information next week, even right here. And so I just really want to thank you for all that you do. You really from your heart, you really love what you do serving the community. And so you embrace the people that embrace you, right?
Yeah, man. It's, we're in the art of connecting people who have never been connected before and creating lifelong, lasting relationships. And I'm a witness to that. Some, are able to make it a lifetime, some aren't, but it's still worth it, so. Mm-hmm. Hi, Mom. No, she's not watching. Maybe she is. I don't know.
No, but it's really important. So, I mean, just speaking out to even, I hear a lot of businesses say, how can we get involved in a nonprofit community? Yeah. Maybe it's them embracing some kids and doing projects with them. I mean, there's so many things. Nurses at the hospitals have said, how can we, like, I know, I talk to them and they say, hey, we've got lots of time maybe some days that procedures are over. Like, can we create something where we could give back, where we could help? It's a lot of stuff that companies are really trying to think into because they're doing things differently today.
Got to.
Right?
Yeah.
So if corporations are saying, how would maybe we can give back through United Way programs, but specifically directed donations and directed involvement, I think is a big deal.
Yep.
So,
And then let's sit down, like I said, some of you was going to do anyway, eat.
yeah.
Let's sit down and eat. Let's sit down and talk. Let's sit down
go
and
to
see
a
how we can
movie,
collaborate. We
right?
shout out to Cummins,
Yeah.
who I know we just worked with in that same capacity. They have these fancy, expensive Lego systems that they do for STEM education, but we've been able to do events with them to where they bring that in, and we bring matches in, and they're able to figure this thing out, so, so it's just like we can collaborate and create whatever we put our minds to. And that's not cliche. That's just literally what we're doing and just trying to help, more folks see how we can do it better.
I love it. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's, everybody, you should go on the 30th. I'll be there on August the 30th. You need to be there. It's really important. This is a campaign, right? 80 matches. We can do this.
Yes.
81 matches.
81 matches.
I think we can make this happen for you, Eric.
Okay. Listen,
Yeah.
look, get me excited about it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I want you to be there. I want you to invite your friends. I want you to show up and support this. This is a huge campaign. But if you were a kid, you went through a challenging time, you know how it is when you found that one mentor, that one person that said, I believe in you. I know you can do it. I'm here for you, right? I'm here to listen. So if you have the time, if you have the space, if you know someone that can also help participate in this, show up on August the 30th, and we would love to see you there. So thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is awesome. You guys, thank you for tuning in to Everyday Business Leaders. This is actually our last show here at JP the Geek. We are moving our studio. Some exciting stuff is happening. So we are so excited that you've been tuning in to us for almost 70 shows in this last year. We hope that you are inspired to think and grow differently through all of the business leaders that we've brought in and the community leaders. The show is growing. The show is changing. And so I want you to stay tuned, because our journey is going to change. We're going to be bringing in some remarkable programs and some new ideas. So we want you to get involved. Follow us at everydayleaders.com for more information. Also, Joe Egg Studios Productions. Joe Egg Studios is the producer of Everyday Leaders. So we're excited to think and grow with you. Stay tuned for all that's coming up. Remember, leadership is about your mindset. It's not what you do in a day. It's what you do every day that makes the most impact. Thank you so much for following us.